Hi, this is Told. Welcome. And we finally did it, ladies and gentlemen. We finally figured out how to make the Bloom-Kin good. So today's card spotlight, the Flourishing Bloom-Kin. One mana, one green, 0/0 creature. It gets +1/+1 for each force you control. You can disguise it for 4 and a green, and when it's turned face up, you search your library for 2 forest cards, reveal them, put 1 into the battlefield, 1 into your hand, then shuffle. Right? So it's just a super powerful card option, to later in the game, probably drop it out as a 7/7. At least if you put it out for the disguise and you have to flip it, that's a 5/5. It becomes a 6/6 because you put a forest into the battlefield once it flips. So, I made the green deck and it played pretty well. And then I put the Bloom-Kin in and it didn't do really good. It sucked. So now we figured it out. Because we're playing the Bloom-Kin with the Blanchwood Armor, as we know. It's a 1/1, +1/+1 for each force you control for enchanted creature. 3 mana to double the power and toughness of a Bloom-Kin. And you know what's more forest? Some Awake in the Woods or more forests. And what's good, on a big boy like that? Some haste with the Reckless Stormseeker. We got the Monstrous Rage for the trample, right? We're going with, right, does it say over here? Forests, 20 forests. We got 23 lands, 20 forests. We're not even playing the legendary lands. We're not playing, the Seiju and the red one because we want as many forests as we can. So we got a little bit of tap lands. I only have 2 of their surveils. And, I had to play this tap land because it's a mountain forest. Ideally, you'd have more of the surveil lands. And, maybe you could just play basics. I don't know. I need the red, though. You need the red. Because I got Glimpse of the Quarter to grab you more forests. And that's it. So, let's put this here. It's good. This looks good. So, how do we make the Flourishing Bloom-Kin better than just a normal creature? We disguise it, right? Like we play it for 3, face down, and then with some pyrotechnic advancements, we flip the Bloom-Kin over and deal 14 damage to the opponent's face just on the flip over. Because the pyrotechnic performer says when it or another creature is turned face up, that it deals its power to an opponent. So, we can put the Blanchwood Armor on a face down pyrotechnic. Maybe it's +7/+7, so that's 10. Flip it over for 1 mana. That does 10 damage. If you have multiples of these out, that's 20 damage. If you already have a performer out, right? Game over. You put it on a Bloom-Kin, you don't need to have 7 lands out. You just need to have, 5 lands out. You put a core on there, that's 10 damage when it flips. And, you're attacking in, with trample damage first, and then you're flipping it. But, what you're saying? This costs 5. That's a lot. So, we have to expose the culprit. 1 mana, 1 red. You could choose one or you could choose both. The first part is you turn a face down creature face up. That's right. So for 2 mana, we turn the Bloom-Kin face up. We don't have to spend the 5. Although, the 5 is good, but we can spend a turn once we get to 5 mana. We put the armor on and we flip it for 2. That's 5 mana, sure. But you're given major damage. The other part is we can exile any number of face up, disguise them, and put them into face down piles, and then you shuffle and cloak them. So what does that mean? That means the pyrotechnic performer, after it flips up and does 3 damage, we could flip it back down, then we could flip it again for another 6, and the Bloom-Kin can get flipped face down, or faced up, and flip it again, right? And we got the Gardener in there for another disguised creature, because we don't want to be, all, we know what the combo is, we got the Mask Maker to, this whenever you attack, you can cast face down spells for 1 less, so it makes that, disguise cheaper. We got the Tunnel Tipster, 4 copies of that at the beginning of your end step. If you played a face down creature or entered the battlefield this turn, you put a +1/+1 on the Tipster. It's only 1 per turn. It's not that great, but it does grow over time. And, you know, we have the Gardener, we have the Performer, we have the Bloom-Kin, we have Yaris, Roar of the Old Gods, 2 mana, 1 red, 1 green, 4/4. Other creatures you control have haste, pretty important, right? You put down a Bloom-Kin face down, you swing in, and you flip it over all in 1 turn. You know, maybe you Monstrous Rage it, give the damage. And Monstrous Rage works too, right? Like, so if you Monstrous Rage the face down Pyrotechnic Performer, now it's a 5. You know, you're going to flip it over, and then it's a 6/6, 6/2, or 6/3, whatever. It's going to do 6 damage, you know, just with these 2 cards, right? If you have 1 of them out. If you have 2 of them out, that's 12 damage, you know? Anyway, moving on. And when a face down creature you control dies, return it to battlefield face down under its owner's control. If it's a permanent card, then turn it face up, right? So we don't even have to flip over the Bloom-Kin. We could just send it in, send her, bro, and it'll die. It'll come back face down, then it'll flip over. And if this is on the battlefield, it's going to do free damage just for you blocking and killing my guy. So let's get into some games, see how we do. I'm pretty pleased with how this one turned out. At least we got red mana this time. Finally. I don't know if you just go face up with it. Or face up with this. You could flip them all face down. Oh, face up with this. I think go with the Stormseeker, maybe. I can go with the Gardener. Intrepid Adversary. I need to get that damage in though. You want to trade that? I don't need it. Maybe I could use it to flip, but tokens? Does give you protection. So the one thing is, yeah, 3, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. I need another red source though. I can't do it all at once. Just gonna do it. So I think I'm gonna attack in with the monstrous ray. Oh. Dang it, I wish I had another one. Let's attack in with this thing. They can't spell it. They have to be afraid of death, right? Are they not? I wish I had like another. Another one, you know? Oh. That's cool. I think we win next turn, regardless. Once they gain life. 3/6. 1 red, 1 green. I need 1 more red. Aww. That's the wrong guy, though, bro. You'll learn how to play the deck. Oh, he's gonna gain life, huh? People will learn how to play against this deck eventually. Oh, what? Oh, it gets +1/+1. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, Jesus. I was monologuing. You caught me monologuing. Oh my god. They screwed up, I screwed up. Just attack in, I guess. Am I dead? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I'm just dead. Wow, what a gaff. I had it. Will that put him out untapped? I think it does. Which one do I want to kill? Like, I kill Adeline? Both my guys die either way, right? So just kill Adeline. I think you can cloak them, and then they come back untapped. That'd be cool. I can't believe I screwed that up. I was forgetting about the King Darien. Caught monologuing. Well, that's a way to screw the pooch. Oh man, caught monologuing, dude. I could have showed you guys the combo, man. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I'll let you do your damage. You deserve it. Although, to be fair, you took the wrong guy. Good game, man. You did it. I wish I could say that that was like for the video memes screw up. I just wasn't paying attention. Probably my problem with life. I don't know. Life problems. Alright, we want to prioritize. We don't need double red. So it's all about forests, right? Bloom-Kin, all about forests. we just put them out face up? Mono green? Yeah, let's do it. Stormseeker. I think Stormseeker next turn. The light prevent the life gain is really important, right? Interesting. Very interesting. I need one more mana for the Bloom-Kin. They could do 4 damage if they double block. They're gonna double block. That's not screwed up this time. Okay. The elf is going to get in. The Cindermaw is really important to their game plan, I think. So we could do... I need another land. Oh, I need a little bit more lands. It's important that the Cindermaw stays face up. Man, it just keeps getting... I need more and more land. Don't have enough land. They're getting big. We're getting close. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 2. Will they block it? I think you just win, right? You have to like double block it, triple block it. Maybe it's just a gaff on my part. Yeah, that's just a win right there, right? I'm gonna show you what this boy was. 12 damage to the face. And a Bloom-Kin with the Blanchwood Armor. They're just being patient with this deck, right? Like you just gotta wait because you're trying to get as many forests out. So you're trying to stall the game out. You know, having a face-up Bloom-Kin to be a good defender is pretty good. The Cindermaw's in there to stop that life gain. Look at how much life they would gain. 12 life they could have gained, right? We get our first win. How about that? Oculus. Draw, as always. Always on the draw. Ridgeland, huh? We got Stormseeker into armor. I suppose it's fine. Not the greatest curve out, but... Ooh. interesting. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go with the Stormseeker. I mean, you need 3, 6, 7 to flip it, right? 7 gives you... Ooh, that's interesting. Still gonna go Stormseeker, Storm Chaser, Stormseeker. They have some type of removal. Maybe I can't wait. I only have 1 red source, so I need 2 red sources for a Monstrous Rage. I mean, you have like some pretty lethal stuff, right? 3. Right now this is +4, so that's +7 with a flip, and then another flip is another, you know, double damage. Hate that. This comes out tapped. I wish this could find 4, like Forest Mountains. Maybe I need to get one that's like a basic land finder. Do we sacrifice that with the Monstrous Rage? I think we do. This thing is really powerful, right? Like, if his hand is all burn spells, that's burning to my face. Right? I don't know. I have to get the flips. Do you think he has the double damage spell? Yeah. His plan was to kill my guy, and now my guy has trample. Let's make him harder to kill, right? Right? Should have blocked him. Greedy. Like a Performer. I mean, he's just gonna kill the Performer, so no reason to put the Performer out. Like a 3 and flip it. Need one, another red would be great, right? He's at 10. If he doesn't play a spell, it goes at nighttime. I have lethal on the board without a block. With a block. What is this? This is only spells, dude. Not enough. Okay. Just don't have enough mana. Face down for 3. And then 4, 5. I think I just get him, right? You better do the right stuff. This is the new way to do damage to your face. Well, I didn't use the Bloom-Kin. It's there in spirit in the armor, right? If I would have drawn it, it would have been even more massive. Dancing in my car. Opponent goes first on the draw again. As always. That's the only way Magic can keep me down. Repress me. The Nervous Gardener, like, it's so expensive to play face down, but feel like I just have to do it. Mono blue again, huh? Interesting. Gruul versus mono blue, the struggle of life. A mill? Ooh, one performer and a Bloom-Kin. Let's help you out. Ooh, don't mill that one. Black, maybe? Are you black too? Outrageous robbery? Mill deck? Is that what you are? You have counters. What is this? What is going on? The old gods and the new. They're tapped out though. Okay. You need that for your mana fixing, huh? Because you need that for your black mana. I see. Maybe you're just playing blue deck and you just have that guy in there for the black mana. If I could kill it, I would. 100% see how important this is to your game plan. I don't know if you just go Cinder Maul, go straight up. Gotta kill this guy quick before he jaces me. Then outrageous robberies me and gets a sound of phage. That's a 2/2. Right. And just another straight up mill. Now you got the black. Skull Flare. 3 or more creature cards are in your graveyard. Why don't you mill yourself, huh? I can blow them out. I think we kill all their creatures. 100%. Full trade. I'll trade you 2 cards for 2 cards. And I get a little extra damage on there. So if I go face down, next turn I could just swing in with it, and it'll untap for free if I cast Yaris. Right? I need another land though to keep the monstrous rage up. Or I could just pay the 1, get a land. Comes a tap though, right? Oh, it just comes into my hand. She's even worse. Like, she's terrible. If there was a better, cheaper creature, like, I would definitely replace her. But she's a good, like, oh, you're not playing good stuff, you know, card, you know. You phase out. You are the phasing out one, huh? What is it, you? 3 or more artifacts. You got 2 artifacts on the board. What is this deck? I don't understand what this deck is. You milled me, and then you're playing like this guy, who's, you know, with 3 or more counters becomes a 5/5. So next turn you become a beast. I didn't get the land. I'll tell you what. Other creatures I control have haste. Let's make her desirable. Oh no, I messed up. I was supposed to put it on Yaris, but maybe that forces the block. That's what I wanted anyway. Yes, that's what I wanted anyway. I'll take it. I can play it. I don't need more. Do I? I'll take it. I do need more lands. I need some more face down people. I need that flip card actually. Wiretapping. What is this deck? Okay, anyways. Alright then, that's the game. Haste on the Giant Maw. Blanchwood Armor on the Giant Cinder Maw. They have 1 mana open. Probably don't have removal. Other creatures I control get haste. Cinder Maw for 8. I think that's a good deal. Tap land. Cinder Maw, Blanchwood Armor. Okay. You block this one, you block that one. 11. We'll just send this guy in. It's fine. It's cool. I don't even need a flippies. Free flippy, though, even though I mess up the attack. Let's see if we can expose the culprit. If we can keep our guys alive. Do we just put them out face up? Just go face up. A cookie deck? Simic Cookies. Sure. It's hidden. You don't know what it is. Interesting. A mountain, I like. I mean, I'll trade her. Interesting. I mean, I'll trade it. Right? You don't know what I got. Okay, cookies it is. So I can do 4 extra damage. Or I can just make 3 forests. We'll expose the culprit this turn. I really want to turn stuff face down. 3, 4. That was a big boy. How do you get such a big boy? Let's search the 2/2. Okay. What are you looking at? You're tapped out. It's just food. Full swing? Oh, you win! But you lose. I think. Still didn't use it. It's okay. All right. That's the deck. Pretty good. 4-3, but technically it should be 5-2 if I didn't screw up that one game. You know, and then we lost the first couple games to Mana Screw. So, you know, if you cut those 2 games off and you cut off my monologue, and it's almost undefeated, you know, so, you know, my misplays, you know, I would have went 5-0 minus the two other games that were Mana Screwed without getting any red, right? Like we have 9 mountains and forests, so I had only green mana in those 2 games. But yeah, this guy's doing some interesting things. Never see this guy. I gotta cut this guy, man. Never see him. Never even drew him in 7 games or whatever. Not one time was this guy drawn. It's amazing. Cut him. Put in cut. Right? Probably cut him for this. This is a good one too. I mean, it's helpful, but if you don't draw it, what? The dog walker's so disappointing. Let me point that out. Look at this. You flip it, 2 tapped dogs. How terrible is that? You can't even use them as blockers. Let's do a dog deck. Had that in there, flipped them to use them as jump blockers, and no, they're tapped. Anyways, Yaris doing Yaris things. The Cindermaw, great addition to this deck. It's all about preventing that life gain, right? Like, you want to prevent that life gain. We're trying to stall the game a little bit to get our pieces set up. You know, get our guys out there because they're kind of expensive. You know, they cost 3. So maybe you can get a better defender in there. I don't even know. You know, like a bigger butt. But, you know, I mean, I had that card in there because, you know, it makes stuff cheaper. But if you don't draw him, he's out. 7 games, didn't draw him once, out. Even the tipster, a little bit slow. Probably cut this to 2. Like, that's more important, right? But yeah, very pleased with this deck. It's very fun to play. A little bit of thought goes into it because you have to, you know, figure out, you know, play it face down, figure out the flips, the Bloom-Kin with the culprit flip. Sometimes you have the mana just to flip it, you know. So I didn't get a chance to use the culprit to save people, right? Because you can cast it at instant speed, exile your creature that someone has targeted or blocked, or you're blocking, turn it face down, right? Or you could attack in, like, you know, you full swing, flip everything face down, now you have a bunch of 2/2 blockers, right? Like, so this card has a lot of potential. You know, and you put them all face down, and now they're all performer ready, right? So even the tipster and the Swift Spear, right? They're ready to go. And I think you could flip the Swift Spear up and then cast a bunch of spells and pump them, and then the damage will hit from the performer based on that. So, but this has been told. Like and subscribe. I'm glad I could have brought this Bloom-Kin deck to you. And finally, it took like a couple weeks since the set's been released, and I made that pre-release video. And it just didn't work in mono green, but it does work with the new cards. So like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.